The Forgotten Letter. In a small, friendly town surrounded by green hills, there lived a girl named Clara. Clara loved books and spent her weekends exploring the library and a special little antique shop. One rainy day, she decided to visit the antique shop to see what treasures she could find. As she looked around, Clara spotted a dusty leather book on a shelf. Curious, she picked it up and opened it. Suddenly, an old yellowed letter fell out and landed on the floor. Clara picked it up and began to read. The letter was addressed to my dearest Amelia. It was written by a man named Thomas. In the letter, Thomas shared his feelings for Amelia. He regretted not telling her that he loved her before she moved away. Clara felt sad for Thomas, imagining how hard it must be to keep such important feelings inside. Clara wanted to learn more about Thomas and Amelia. She spent hours at the library looking through old newspapers and books. Slowly she discovered that Thomas was a poet who wrote beautiful poems about love and longing. Amelia was a bright young woman who had left town, and no one seemed to know why. Clara found out that after Amelia left, Thomas continued to write poems, expressing his sadness over not being able to share his feelings. He never married and dedicated his life to writing. Eventually, Thomas passed away, leaving behind many poems that told of his unspoken love. Inspired by their story, Clara decided to hold a special event at the town library. She wanted to celebrate Thomas's poetry and share the story of his love for Amelia. She made colorful flyers and told her friends about the event, hoping many people would come. On the day of the event, Clara decorated the library with flowers and set up copies of Thomas's poems on tables. When the time came, a small group of people gathered, curious about the story. Clara began by reading some of Thomas's poems. His words were beautiful and full of emotion. Then she told the audience about the letter and how Thomas had loved Amelia, but never got to tell her. The people listened closely, feeling the weight of the story. At the end of her presentation, an elderly woman walked up to Clara. She looked familiar, but Clara couldn't remember where she had seen her before. The woman had tears in her eyes and said, "I am Amelia." Clara was surprised and filled with emotions. The woman explained that she had moved away many years ago, but always remembered Thomas. She had loved him, but never found the courage to say it before leaving town. Amelia shared her memories of Thomas, the joy they had together, and how she wished she had told him her feelings. The audience listened quietly, touched by Amelia's story. Clara invited her to share more about her time with Thomas. As Amelia spoke about their happy moments, the room filled with warmth and understanding. People began to realize how important it is to express love and not keep feelings hidden. Clara felt grateful that she had brought everyone together. Through the letter, she had uncovered a beautiful story and created a special moment for the town. Amelia's presence reminded everyone that love stories, even if they are not perfect, are important and meaningful. That day, Clara learned a valuable lesson. She decided to encourage her friends and family to express their love and kindness to others. As Clara left the library, she felt happy. She knew that love, whether spoken or unspoken, has the power to connect people and bring them together. And from that day on, she made it her mission to help others tell their stories and share their hearts, ensuring that no love would be left unsaid.